name is Ludwe Mgolombane. I'm from Engunge, which is a small village outside of Mthatha. I spent my childhood there, digging clay by the river and making cars with wire and, cricket bats, whatever. And then I moved to Queenstown when I was 10, where I was attending a school that exposed me to music, I think. What got me started in art was my upbringing, I would say. I've always known I can make things with my hands, make toys, because Mama didn't buy us. It's always been something that I knew I would end up doing. My art is my life. It's something important that I have to do, I'm inspired by, I would say, life and just everything that I'm exposed to. The human condition, from birth to growth to aspirations, mortality, and everything in between. The technique I use, it includes mixing my clay before I start making anything. I mix it with any combustible materials. So this, what it does is it changes the structure of the clay body, separates the small particles and it opens it up, and I can now be able to break some of the ceramic science laws, which got me into trouble at the varsity. The texture that comes out, and I'm able to add metals and fired clay already, so without the piece breaking. I say the texture stands out more. People are the same, and I try to make portraits of people and tell different narratives from different cultures. Documenting what is happening now, but it's a bit tricky because I'm using clay. I don't want to tell sad stories of people dying or whatever, There's a lot to celebrate within a culture, I started making smiling people, adding more color because there was no color before. Bringing in the lines and, the geometric forms that throughout Africa the cultures use. In Xhosa culture we have ikhanti in each and every home in the village, which is like the gateway, where ceremonies take place. And so now people in the city, we're staying in the city, we can't have ikhanti, but still we communicate with ancestors and, the spiritual elements, like the horns of a cow or certain colors of beads for specific rituals. And I include them within the portraits or within the people that I make. And my work is inspired by people, but I think mostly it's inspired by my own experiences, because I can only talk about what I know. So I'm less of the realism and more of an expressionist approach, more emotion. Now I sort of using more color and smiling faces or just covered or no faces. And for me it's exciting, and I'm hoping that it will be exciting for the audience also. Yes, as I've got this solo exhibition coming up at the end of the year.